Hello fellow Pokemon fans, I'm Brascoin and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to the returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I'm super excited to be able to solo this Mewtwo raid. This is, of course, going off of Austin John Plays' video, and I'm actually surprised at how close I was in my live stream Friday night. The initial reactions and responses that I had with my original Mew build to counter this Mewtwo. I was using Leech Life. I had a Bug Terror type Mew. I was trying to lower its stats, but this build by Anubis and Austin John Plays, as well as a few others, really comes together full circle for this Mew build. So I'm doing the exact same method as Austin John Plays. However, I will be soloing this Mewtwo raid. If you're not familiar with his video, the build of the Mew is an attack Mew for Struggle Bug, Leech Life, Life Dew, and Sword Dance holding a metronome. So that's going to be the Mew build. It's got to be a Bug Terror type for this attacker to make this work. If you can IV, EV that Mew to give it better stats, all more power to you. The supporter Mew is going to be a little bit different build. I would still recommend doing a Bug Terror type, as eventually you will be able to Terrastalize. Struggle Bug, Light Screen, Life Dew, Misty Terrain holding Light Clay for that 8-turn extension on your light screen. That's going to be pretty key. The attack order is going to be up on screen, but reading it off real fast. For the attackers, we have turns 1 through 3. We're going to be using Struggle Bug to keep Mewtwo's special attack in place and even put it into the negative. On turn 4, you are able to Terrastalize into your Bug Terror type Mew, and turns 4 through 6, you're going to use Swords Dance to get your attack up as high as possible. Turns 7 onward, you're going to be using Leech Life. Now, if Mewtwo ups its stats or nullifies negative effects, you're going to stop what you're doing, and you're going to switch over to Struggle Bug. All of you guys are going to use that 2 times, and then return to attacking. If Mewtwo decides that it's going to revert your stats to normal, you're going to stop what you're doing once again, and you're going to redo Swords Dance 3 times to get your attack back up to where it needs to be. Otherwise, you're going to run out of Leech Life. For the support bot, turns 1, you are going to be using a Light Screen. On turn 2, you're going to be using a Defense Cheer. Turns 3 through 7, you are going to be alternating Life Dew or Struggle Bug to keep your teammates alive and to keep Mewtwo's attack stats in check. Eventually, you will use enough Struggle Bug that you can Terrastalize as well, which is going to be a huge help if you can do that so that you run less of a risk of dying. Also, turn 9, you're going to want to use Light Screen once again to keep that Light Screen active and keep your teammates healthy. Without further ado, let's dive into the video, show you guys how I managed to solo this Mewtwo raid. Alright, here we are in the game. We are loading up. You probably didn't see this one coming, but this is a little bit of a clickbait in the thumbnail. Of course, I am soloing this, but I'm controlling all 4 switches at the same time, so definitely cheating that system. We are going to try Austin John Plays method as introduced in the title there. I got 1 supporter, that's going to be the bottom right screen, and we got 3 attackers following that strategy. And hey, I'm 1 person controlling 4 switches. I think that counts as a solo raid. Legitly speaking though, there's no way that anybody's going to get to do this raid by themselves completely solo with 1 switch and the rest bots. It's just probably not going to happen. Starting off, we're going to use the bottom right supporter switch. We are going to launch a Light Screen while the other 3 use Struggle Bug 3 times in a row. So Struggle Bug going up, Light Screen going up. Hopefully we can keep these switches in sync because it gets really crazy when the lag starts to happen and the moves don't go off in time and switches get ahead of other switches. It's not fun, but it's doable. I think it's doable. We're going to then use a Defense Cheer on the supporter for Hang Tough, get that defense up, keeping that Struggle Bug going on the other 3 switches. And then we're going to start Life Dew Struggle Bug alterations. Okay, we're going to Life Dew there, let everybody else catch up. It's really, really worth the time to do that. Life Dew. Make sure everybody's happy and healthy. defense being high is okay. We don't need that. We also don't need those. We are going to Terra type here and switch to Sword Stance, while also using Life or Struggle Bug. No, we're going to use Life Dew over here. So this is how my switches got out of sync last time because of the terrestrialization animation. We're losing a little bit of time because I'm controlling 4 switches. It would go a lot faster if everybody was just spamming their correct moves instead of thinking about doing the same thing 3 times in a completely separate task another time. But it should go easier for you guys. Okay. Life Dew is up and ready on that one. We're just going to wait a little bit longer so everybody's ready to attack. Swords Dance for the second time. Life Dew going up. Keeping everybody happy and healthy. We only need to worry about this one more time. And we'll start Leech Lifing our health back. Wait for the supporter switch to catch up. Battle, Life Dew. Okay, still doing good on time. We got plenty of time to start taking it out. Okay, now we switch to Leech Life on all 3 attackers here, while I'm going to use a Struggle Bug on this guy here. And for the most part, these Leech Lives are going to keep us healthy, keep us alive. Yep, there we go, almost full health recovery there. So Mewtwo has now removed its negative stat effects. What we're going to do now is go back to Struggle Bug, and we're even going to throw up a Struggle Bug here. Next turn we will be bringing out another light screen to help mitigate our damage taken, and we're going to do Struggle Bug another time on the main switches here. Okay, Struggle Bug and Light Screen, because that is officially up. Got to make sure that we pay attention to when Mewtwo changes its stats as well as our stats so that we can do the most damage possible. We're going to switch back to Leech Life. And there's the nullification of our abilities, because he likes to be a jerk and wait until we launch our attack. For that, we are going to begin Life Dewing, and we are going to Swords Dance 3 more times. Okay. And we're also going to wait for that Mew to catch up. Looks like it did. Okay, battle. We're gonna Struggle Bug that one. And Swords Dance the others. I've been having a hard time getting the timing right on that shield. As soon as the shield's about to go down, we want to utilize our Misty Terrain, but I have had a hard time getting that to cooperate with me. And that was our last Sword Dance we needed. And we're back up to where we need to be. Mewtwo's where it needs to be. And we are going to begin Leech Lifing. And because my other switch is behind, I am going to use Misty Terrain to prevent Mewtwo from doing what Mewtwo does best in this raid, and that's when a shield breaks, it heals. It's not good. So we're going to throw up a Misty Terrain, make sure that it has plenty of time to register that attack. There it goes. And Leech Life ×3. And when the bottom right switch gets its stuff together, we will Struggle Bug, keep everything kosher. And just because I am a little bit paranoid, we're gonna start doing some Struggle Bug because I thought that was gonna happen. Okay, all right, everything's set to 0. Everything's set to 0. We're gonna life do that. We're going to Struggle Bug first. If everybody wants to catch up. Because it's more important to keep Mewtwo in check than it is to have our attack be high. Okay, Struggle Bug one more time. And the force switch is officially out of sync. Just because its moves take a little bit longer to pull off, I guess. We're gonna throw up a light screen because I feel like it's been enough turns for that. And waiting for the bottom left switch to catch up. Eventually. Okay, and now we're going to switch back to Swords Dance and do that twice while life doing here to make sure we're all healthy. I'm only going to Swords Dance twice because I feel like for the most part it's not needed to be done thrice. Okay. But we'll see. I'm going to give it another few attacks and see where we're at. Leech Life there. And Leech Life. Throw those all up at the same time. Make sure I keep in sync here. Yeah, I think we'll be sufficient on just the 2 Leech Life Sword Dances. Okay, we're just gonna keep spamming Life Dew just to make sure everybody stays alive, and we're going to spam Leech Life for our last 2 attacks that it should take. And there it is, Mewtwo the Unrivaled, officially soloed. Maybe I'm the first person to do it, I don't know. But either way, pretty cool. Austin John Plays method for the win. I was pretty close to it, like I said at the introduction, while I was doing my stream Friday night. We just didn't have all of our ducks in a row. This is very clearly a great strategy. Anubis definitely helped out from what Austin John had said. So yeah, go watch Austin John's Plays video as well.